All right. Welcome back to the B Hood broadcast. I'm your host with the most, Brian Hood. Today we're going to be doing more shiny hunting for a tree shake Munchlax. Again, probably isn't the best idea in the world, but we're doing it anyways. We had a short day at work today. It was pretty chill. So, a little bit of extra time at home. I was considering doing some training videos, make a little bit more dollarinos, but decided I didn't feel like. Now, most likely we're going to get a group of squirrels before we finally get our Munchlax, but this is the coolest thing besides Applin. I think Applin's a little cooler, but I've already gotten him twice, I think. But yeah, this is the coolest thing you can get from tree shaking, which I didn't even know until a couple days ago was even possible. I literally looked it up years ago, and because I'd heard a rumor you could get them from trees, and I found out not the case. Then I found out later on was the case because it said in Cerebi that you could do it. So I tried it, and here it is. Which kind of makes sense lore wise because I know that in Generation 4, where I think Munchlax was introduced, you had to get him from slathering honey on trees. So him being in trees in this game, where tree encounters are available, makes sense. And I bet you he's in trees. In Scarlet and Violet as well. But shiny hunting in trees in that game is like crazy easy. Because in that game, you just gotta run into the tree with your bike and then they fall down. I think I did get a shiny apple in that. But in both games, there's no like indicator to tell you that that's how you got it. So it's all up to my word, except for that I'll have a clip of it, as I'll get it on stream. I'm getting used to the fact that I turn the music lower than the sounds. It just sounds weird. I'm not being the same. Might kick it up a singular notch. Just sounds so quiet. I like having the sounds be a little bit loud. I don't know. Do that for now. But yeah. When this shiny happens, it'll be pretty sick because as far as my limited research, I think it will be the only one recorded. Make sure that's not shiny. The weather's changed. Yeah. Greedent's shiny is bad, that's why it's hard to tell. It's just a little bit lighter than the regular one. Makes it pretty trash. Dude, I'm telling you, something about shaking trees makes me so tired. I could have just woken up from 10 hours of sleep, and I'm still gonna start yawning because of how freaking dull it is to shake trees. Don't scroll on Facebook, you guys. It always has the weirdest, cringiest clickbait nonsense. That looks a little different. Not shiny, though. Super hard to tell. They had new Smite 2 drops, so I left my computer running the stream all day, and it said I had less than 4 hours of viewing. Drop system's broken, bro. It's just trying to get a Iron skin. Should have gotten it already. Freaking there for like 12 hours or longer than that. Whatever, bro. On my electricity for Ooh, shiny Wormpole in Pokemon Go. Trying to do a curveball left-handed is not the easiest. I'm not a lefty. Not my first shiny. There's a Ralts. No back-to-back. Look at the Munchlax, you guys. He's not shiny, though. Could have been. Could have been. Have been. To do another test on my audio. I could just watch my previous stream. See how the audio sounds. Yep, I'll do this one. Residents? What the heck? I think that's the first time I've ever seen the second form of freaking, what'd you call it? It's not turned on. Yeah, Torracat. Sounds a little weird and echoey for some reason. What I can do to fix that. Hopefully it's not capturing the audio twice. Trying to get a good clip here once we get this Munchlax. Squirrel. There's a squirrel for telling you. That wasn't. There's a squirrel. What the heck? A friend of mine was talking about potentially playing Pokemon with me. I was like, be honest with him and be like, I like Sword and Shield, but most people do not. I don't recommend if you play. Definitely my favorite game, but because I like the shiny. The different sparkle types. That's pretty much the main reason why I like Sword and Shield so much. Is the different sparkle types. Very cool and unique. The different sparkle types. I got off work so early, I'm having a cup of coffee so I can try and stay awake here while I shake some trees. Because it's always dull. If anyone ever joins me on the stream, I'll ask them if you have any shiny swords. I'd be genuinely curious. This game, obviously, is not the newest one. But there are still people that play it and hunt in it. Mostly, what's his name? I don't remember. He changed it, right? Or not too recently. It's been a while now. I remembered it being different now. So, I guess remember it's not quite the right word. Tiller, that's what it is. Yeah, Tiller's done a butt ton of shiny hunting in this game. I think he's gotten 2 Recluse Mark shinies, which is nuts because I still haven't gotten one. I've gotten hundreds of shinies in this game. And you can get marks on Tree Shake shinies. So if I got a Tree Shake shiny with a Recluse Mark on it, it's a pretty nutty one to get. Especially if it was Star Sparkle, even though it technically Clear Sparkle would be way more rare. Because then it would be a Star Sparkle Marked Recluse. Which there probably isn't another one in the game outside of another Tree Shake shiny, potentially. Which is not a super duper common way for people to shiny hunt. So it could very likely be the first in the game. I've seen people do Tree Shake shinies. I know that Supreme Arcanine did one. There's this Australian dude that did. Quite a few people. I wanted to make sure that they could be marked. So I saw a guy getting a Squovit, a Thunderstruck. And I was like, okay. Proof enough for me. Even though I had heard that you could get them marked, I was like, let's just make sure. I don't want to waste my time. And I got a marked Starshine. Was a Squovit. Squovit the Driven? The... I don't know. Still pretty cool though, because it's an uncommon mark. It's not as pure as Recluse, but second rare is 2 Recluse. Or 1 in 100? I don't know. It's 1 in 100, yeah. And it's 1 in 300 for Recluse with the charm. I think it's less than 1 in 100. Charm. I do. Got it. You guys want to see something else cool that I have? As I pretend there's someone in here I'm talking to. Check this out. Where the heck is my Zygarde? Wait a second. Oh, he's right here. Why couldn't I search him up? You saw that it didn't show him. It wasn't one of the options. Yeah, there's my shiny Zygarde. I got it on a different account. Because this one, my ex-wife accepted it, the thing in Dynamax Adventure, so I couldn't keep hunting on this account. So I literally did a whole nother account, completed the shiny charm and everything, just so I could shiny hunt it. It took months and months and months and months. Got it. And I will tell you guys, the best method if you want to try and get Shiny Zygarde in Dynamax Adventures, in my opinion, the most efficient method. Oh, I accidentally turned on the... But yeah, the most efficient method if you're trying to Shiny Hunt Zygarde in Dynamax Adventures is to do offline Dynamax Adventure until you specifically find a path with a Alolan Sand Slash. Then you can use that Sand Slash to Swords Dance multiple times and then one-shot it before it transforms. And then if you save up a bunch of Dynamax ore or whatever it's called, you can just keep resetting and running the same path. And it'll just keep getting increasingly more and more of Dynamax ore, but if you just keep doing it until you completely run out of it, you can repeat that same really good path, and then once that runs out, do a couple more games until you find one with that same Pokemon in it. Again, keep running that back. And if you have like a whole bunch of ore saved up like I did, then you can keep using the same path over and over and make it to where you won't fail. Because the issue with Zygarde is that it's so hard to beat it that unless you get a perfect path, you're probably going to wipe on it, which makes it take way longer, because then you don't even have a chance at it after you spend all that time going through the adventure. So it's much better in my opinion. They guarantee a win, and even the bots won't hinder you. Be offline, you don't have to be with other people, you don't have to worry about them DCing or whatever. Nope, you just be by yourself with your Sand Slash, and not even the bots sucking make you fail because Sand Slash broken. You can also try to optimize your path to give them like the best thing. Because it always shakes out the exact same way. Like if they take something from a, or if you would take something from a scientist, it's always going to be that same one if you repeat the path and all that stuff. It's all hard coded. So let's say you got a Sand Slash from a scientist, then you can always repeat that path, go back to that scientist, and you'll always get that Sand Slash again. Just as an example. Oh, that's pretty unlikely that you'd get it in that. But worth a shot if you haven't gotten anything to help you win, which most things won't. I swear, when I look at the stream, I think that he's shining. Put him on the screen. He. Batman. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Good thing it's not frowned upon to sleep on stream anymore, because shaking these trees puts me to sleep, man. Update my stream time. I'm updating my stream title to emphasize the fact that I'm freaking struggling to stay awake. I'm freaking dying right now. Alright, there we go. Oh, goodness gracious, bro. Man, I don't know if I should do this hunt if I'm just gonna freaking fall asleep the whole time. Because I think I had a hard time sleeping last night because I took basically 30 naps while I was shiny and I kept falling asleep out of sheer boredom. Too much rest, taking a nap, being bored with my shiny hunt. But hey, I want the Pokemon. I will be honest with you guys. Sometimes when I'm struggling sleeping, I'll just go shake some trees and Pokemon Shield, and then I'll start falling asleep because of how dull it is. I'm tempted to do a little reacting while shaking trees. Then to do a Sparkles video. I updated my buy orders for my Team Fortress 2 cases and keys. Trying to get before the NBM update. Still haven't gotten a single case or key, but I have it specifically calculated so that the amount that I deposited will get me exactly 100 keys in crates. But I have to sell them for a little bit lower. Not a whole lot lower, just a little bit. Oh, there I was dozing off again. Literally waking up to the freaking sound of the game reloading. Feel narcoleptic. This is what tree shake hunts do for me. They turn me into a narcoleptic. That's how dull it is. If I got the shiny, I'd be like, what? Get a jolt of adrenaline. Wait, wait, home. Pog, you know what I mean? The kids say these days. Pog. I'd be like, oh dang, Pog. Pog. Pog champ. Champ. Log champ. Trying to get my webcam a little bit better centered. The problem is when I lean back too far away. I don't really like sitting super far forward. It's whatever. Look at that little shakalobadea. Just like with fishing, though, when you go to shake the tree, everything around goes, huh, freezes. The whole world's like, huh? He's shaking a tree. Stand still. The whole world around you stops. Like you're freaking Quicksilver in X-Men First Class or whatever. Thing freezes. Freeze tag. I don't know. I know, so things don't encounter you. Shaking the tree, but still odd. Odd visual choice. It seems like it would make more sense if everything just faded away, you know, because you're like shaking the tree so hard that the rest of the world doesn't exist. You're just like, give me those berries and acorns. ingredient. Swear, cannot stop falling asleep. It's actually bonanners. Cause I'm snoozing my buns off. I was getting some sleep. I need to like put something on top of my monitor to hold the camera in a little better position. I have another idea. That's way worse. What am I talking about? Is it? That's fine. It's fine. Problem is I'm facing away from it all the time because I'm looking at this monitor, so you guys just get the profile of my gangliness. All good. Just want to lay in bed and fall asleep while I'm... I used to fall asleep during hunts a lot because I would freaking exhaust myself working like 14-hour days. I'd come home and shiny hunt, and multiple times I would wake up to a shiny being on the screen. I'd be like, huh? Whoa! Shiny! More than once. It's an interesting experience. Exhausting yourself, but still staying dedicated to that shiny hunt grind. You know what I'm saying? Hard to relate. Sure. But, you know, what can you do? I feel like we're gonna get a shiny squirrel soon. It's not what we want, but I feel like it's gonna happen. The entire really ingredient, bro. Please show me a Munchlax so I can be excited for a second. I think I might have to do a react sparkles because maybe it'll engage my mind enough so I can stop falling asleep. Oh. Alright, we'll do a whole bunch of sparkles. Alright, I'm texting a friend here. Just need to check something real quick. So I was talking to him about playing Pokemon, and I was telling him, I was just talking about the different games, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, I might really have extra copy Shield unless I sell that. I probably sold it. Floating around here somewhere. It only represents like anywhere I sold it on my search. Search my says bolts. Might have sold it on Facebook then. Huh. Easier to figure. Get my listing. Should show me. It's not loading. If I ever sold it. Heck it. I think I got the bottom of this. Hang on. Empty case. Empty case. Borderlands 3. Sonic Mania. Oh, I still have it. Okay. Copy of it. So. As he Yeah, I still have my old copy of Shield floating around, so that's cool. Gem's sitting out there. I don't know if I'm never play it, but I want to do a playthrough of the main story at least. Even if I don't even know if there's a story. I know it's an online game, but it's gotta have like a main story, you think, or like the main quests or whatever. I don't know. I just want to play it a little bit because it seems cool. Seems like one of the only like Pokemon clones that is not like complete trash. Somebody was calling Digimon a Pokemon clone. I was like, get out of here, dude. Digimon is not a Pokemon clone. It is something different for sure. It ain't a Pokemon clone. Dude, I swear these greetings keep shining me. Keep looking like they're shiny, but certainly not. Or they actually aren't. And sometimes I upset over just assuming, but maybe I just need a little quick refresher on what a shiny one looks like. Jump into Google real quick. Let's see what it looks like shiny in Sword and Shield. Okay, that's way lighter. It looks like you're looking at it with the sun glaring in your eyes. You're like, is that a greeting? I can't tell it. It's like that one meme with the guy with the light in his face. Where he's like, what it looks like. Yeah, I have a copy of Shield I can give Broseph. So we can play together. He doesn't even have to beat the game to play the DLC. I'm inundated with Pokemon. Talk to me. Always what happens to me. I'm just like, Pokemon's pretty cool, right? And then everyone's like, no, we're not friends anymore. I'm like, that's not nice. Man, I swear I haven't seen a freaking all that engagement talking about Pokemon. No shot. Talking about a new type in Wind and Waves. It was so hard for them to balance Fairy. That would be insanity. They are not going to introduce a new type ever again. Dude, I swear. This weather is not my favorite for this. Trying to see stupid creatures. Shiny. Avoid me. See what the. Oh my goodness, dude. Swear to the corner of my eyes, I thought that was shiny. These different types of Pokemon they have. Pokopia are interesting, like the different kind of Pikachu and the different kind of Munchlax or whatever. Like, those are pretty cool. Hopefully they put them in Wind and Waves or something. You can shiny hunt them. It's like Pikachu with like the shiny Mimikyu coloration. Pretty cool. Pikachu's due for a glow up. He's been kind of boring. Wait. That's crazy that I didn't even have that copy of Pokemon Shield listed. I like to give people stuff. I thought about buying my sister a Switch too, just so she could play Pokopia, because I thought she'd really like it, but a lot of money to spend just so your sister can play a game. To be fair, I was going to just buy it for $200, but then that was like without the dock and without the controllers, or the Joy-Cons, which turns out is pretty much correct. If you buy just the console, it's about $200, the dock's $100, controller's $100, so that's $400 console cost. I was like, well, not as good of a deal as I thought. It's because I thought the controller would be like 50-60 and the dock would be like 40-50. Nope. Not how it shakes out, at least at the moment. Mostly because they don't sell them separately, so people can price them however the heck they feel like it. That match imagine that's what it boils down to. Yeah, early it is. They have a longer day. I guess we'll see. I need to check and see what my day's gonna look like, actually, see how early I gotta start and all that. Dude, did I change the freaking weather and it's still the same? Get 2 days in a row. Sound. Oh, it's my chair creep. Early forwarded day be the same? Maybe I save the change. And there's a lot I want to do inside my different games, but I just don't feel like taking the time to do it. Like in my game where I did the cute charm glitch, I want to play through the game enough to where I can use the cute charm glitch to get a shiny Gibble in that cave. Then I'm like, I've already played through this game 3 times? No, just twice. You count Brilliant Diamond, which I do. Dude, beating the champion in that game was actually surprisingly in Brilliant Diamond specifically. I had to build a Garchomp to counter her. And I had to use like setup strat so I could just wipe her whole team with it, and it was cheese, but I was like, dude, I'm over this. Tired of this Garchomp destroying me. Which, to be fair, her Garchomp uses setup moves too, so. Alright, this weather's a much better. Much clearer, much easier to see what we're getting. I think it's really windy again. Dude, we've had these windstorms lately. It's crazy. It sounds like a freaking scary movie out there. It's like, ooh, ooh. I'm like, pass, bro. Ain't trying to have nightmares tonight. I don't think you guys can hear that, but it sounds nutty. Yeah, dude, we had a windstorm the other day where right outside of my apartment, all the little like siding, or not all of it, but a lot of the little siding just blew off and was like all over the place out there. So I put in a ticket being like, hey, my siding blew off. If you guys want to come and fix it. And then they sent out an email to the apartments and said, we know about the roof shingles and the siding. We're going to have a company come and fix it. You don't need to submit a ticket for it. And I was like, my bad, bro. And then I submitted 4 more. Don't tell me what to do. Just kidding, I didn't. Is that a truck? Am I thinking it's wind? Oh, I'm dumb. It's a garbage truck. I'm stupid. It was out there for so long. Thought it was a wind blowing because it sounded odd. Just under the sound of the game. Interesting. I was actually tempted to get a copy of Tim Tim to play with my sister because somebody's selling one on Facebook for like $8, but then I'm like, then I have to turn around and pay for to ship it to her. And then I will take away from her playing Pokemon, which still trying to convince her to complete her Pokedex and Sword and Shield so she can get shinies in her Dynamax adventures, though technically it would probably be better for her to complete her Pokedex in Scarlet and Violet. And I told her that, and then she said, oh, you have to do it more than once? And I said, yeah, you have to do it for every game. And then she's like, well, I already have all the Pokemon. Couldn't I just transfer it into that other game? And I said, Yeah, that would get you all the ones that are in Sword and Shield. There's still ones that are in Scarlet and Violet that aren't in Sword and Shield. You'd still have to get those, like the new ones they introduced in that generation. And then she's like, oh, I didn't realize that. Like, you think the Pokedex is just the same every generation? How boring would that be? Bulbasaur, again. Meowth, again. There you go, you got the 150. Shiny Charm again. That make it so trivial. I like actually completing the Pokedex. The only ones I haven't done it in is Generation 6, because that one freaking the biggest national dex. Oh my goodness. It was bad enough in Black 2. Or White 2. I think I have White 2? I don't know, I have one of them. But I was motivated to do it in that one because that was the first game that even introduced the Shiny Charm, so that felt like sad. But yeah. I think the national dex in... Yeah, I think it was like over 800 in Generation 6. Oh. I'll sit down and do these times. Surely. I've already gotten the decks completed in Let's Go Pikachu, so. Until Generation 10 comes out or a different game, I got them all completed that have a reward for completing them. I don't complete them just to complete them. Only if they give me a reward worth getting. So, like, you know? Generation 1, 2, 3, don't care. You know, I just play through until I get to whatever I want to shiny on. I'm trained now. I'm from first train. But yeah, whatever I specifically need, I'll do that. The exception, I guess, would be you have to complete your scene decks in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum to unlock the radar. It's kind of the same, but that one allows you to just literally just see a Pokemon. You don't have to catch it. Just significantly easier for obvious reasons. I've actually got another friend, though, to play Sword and Shield. That'd be pretty nutty because, man, I used to be all about it. Whenever I could talk a friend into doing it, I had like a care package I would send them. I would send them a perfect IV Ditto in a different language for breeding and shiny hunting, which I'm sure most of them never did even a single time. And then I would also send them everything that they couldn't catch in their game, at least in its first form. But yeah, I'll show you guys. See? I have a whole bunch of perfect Dittos. I used to use these for trading. For, these ones aren't perfect, but like, this one has no speed. You can use it for Trick Room. I used to have one, I think, that had no attack. So, use that for special attackers so that they wouldn't do much damage to themselves. When, oh, there it is. Yep, I do have it. But yeah, so they wouldn't do as much damage to themselves when they, were confused. This one has no speed and no special attack. So you could do... I traded for all these. I didn't hack them in. Well, some of them I... Oh wait, this one isn't in a different... These are all English ones? Oh, sheesh. Okay, these are all... These are all my English. I also had one that had like every stat 0, which I think was a hacked one, but somebody just traded it to me. That one just kind of was crazy if you just wanted to breed the worst Pokemon ever. Dude, I could swear I had a whole box of ones that were in different languages. Are these all actually in English? I forget how to tell. Oh, this Don guy gave me a bunch, apparently. Dude, what happened to all my foreign language ones? Oh, I caught all these in dens, actually. That's why they're in English. This one's definitely hacked, you can tell by trainer name. Dude, what happened to all my foreign language ones? I used to have them separated. Are these ones also not in a foreign? This one doesn't even have an original trainer. That's sus. Weird. So these ones I was trading because they have no good attack, special defense. You can still use them for breeding. Oh, here's my box. Okay, I was gonna say. All right, so I have a box and a half of English ones, and then here's all my foreign language ones. Okay. I was gonna say, I could swear. So you got a buttload of Japanese ones. I must have traded this one to somebody. But yeah, this is what I would do. I would just send them over. I think I sent my sister a German one because she really likes the German culture. But yeah, I have a whole bunch of them with no speed stat. This one has no attack stat, no speed stat, no attack stat. 4 best, no attack stat, no speed stat, no speed stat, no attack stat. Shiny, no attack stat. This one's named 6IV, but it has all decent. I think I hung on to that one because of how freaking the audacity to name it 6IV and then have it be all decent. I guess because it was also shiny. But I'm like, the audacity, my god. Spanish one. No attack stat. But yeah, I would give every one of them a foreign language breeding ditto with perfect stats. And then they would never play the game again. Oh, here's the one I was telling you about that has all bad stats. 100% hacked, but just a funny thing to have. If you just want to breed something completely garbage for no reason. A friend of yours is like, hey man, can you breed me a such and such so I can add it to my Pokedex? And then you send them over one with like almost all ass stats. You're like, here you go. They're like, why does this one suck so bad? Because you suck. Alright, man, these Munchlaxes are not appearing often enough. I'm thinking I might do a little reacting. I'm getting a little burnt, a little bored. Okay, there you go. Alright, alright. We'll do one more if it can try for the back-to-back, and then we'll watch the new Sparkle video. Sparkles. While we continue. Damage. wasn't back to back. What the heck, bro? All right, let's see here. Boom. Boom. Okay. Not gonna be very big. Good.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to Trade Ups for New Gloves. I've been so excited.
They're trying to get new gloves.
It's finally the day where all of the
from the
new
dead man, dead hand,
tradable.
the
So
dead hand
actually do it.
gloves.
In this video I posted less than a week ago, I said
I do want the
15,000
ultraviolets,
likes, and we do a bunch.
but I don't have any gloves, and I'm certainly not going to pay for them. But maybe when those terminals become dirt cheap, maybe I'll open a few of them and hope that I get it, and then basically not pay for it because it's going to be too much. Let it expire and cry. That'll be beneficial for anybody else because it could help to contribute to the price crashing.
Nice little classified AK would definitely.
Do you think he's going to get one from these handful of ones, the gloves?
Oh, there we
I think probably not.
Fully tuned would definitely take.
If he does, it's probably going to be something trash like the freaking ones with all the flowers on it that look like garden gloves. Dang!
No.
I was wrong. He actually got really good ones.
Another pair of gloves, and
Those are good.
The chocolate Chesterfield specialist gloves.
250 is not. 250 is not horrible, I guess.
Or our second pair of minimal wear gloves from these terminals in not even that long of a space of time.
Minimal wear is not bad either.
The odds. We haven't even started.
Pretty solid.
Glove trade ups yet, and we've already got a pair of gloves. And there's another crane flight. Well worn. Oh,
Dang, he's getting some good trade up fodder.
That is so good.
I need to turn the volume down a little bit, I think.
Oh, I haven't. One
Okay. Maximize it.
Oh, it's huge clutch, mate. And they were talking
Dang! Look at that fade butterfly knife.
Oh, feels so good.
And he's got his wind or his waves gloves that I think he opened.
A trade up with some Entold, which is like the cheapest factory new classifieds I could find. I don't really want to mix the conditions too much because I want to hopefully be able to create some of this minimal wear. So this one is going to be a 1 out of 10. Come on, yes.
Naturally.
But we have another one with definitely higher odds. A 30% this time. Hopefully we hit the dead hand collection.
Dang, there you go.
I think that's the best
Pretty good.
that we could have got. And in Minware.
Minware.
Gem.
Minware's good.
I don't know if I can even bring myself to cut that in a trade up.
What does gem being intact mean? I don't know what that means.
Starting position right now. We got our Glock 18.
It's pretty good off, not gonna lie. Good ops, Jim.
Chocolate Chesterfield gloves. What an incredible
Solid.
surprise getting those bad boys. And we also have another fully tuned in Minware, and then the Queen's Gambit also in Minware. Not sure I want to get rid of.
I don't think you should.
Because in minimum wear,
hang on to it.
Selling for like 370 or so, which is a lot.
It's pretty good. The gloves will be worthless than that.
That we need or could be useful, and only one single item has been fulfilled. These are definitely in high demand. So I think we're gonna have to just cancel these and go ahead and buy them at an absolutely extortionate price, but I promised you guys I'd do it, and I have to do it day one. I'm just too excited not to. Finding these items,
Yeah, it's because they all just became tradable, so it's like the worst possible time to buy.
Lock down 2 fully tuned Glock 18s, and I figured we'd go down to the classified category to try and do maybe a 50-50. And I think it should come out in minimal wear if we do manage to hit the Dead Hand collection. Let's find out. I really, really hope we do. 3, 2, 1. Dead Hand. Oh, that's what we like.
There you go.
The Glock 18 fully tuned. Perfect outcome from that one. And oh, it's field tested. It's going to be a good field tested though. Okay. Just hoping for minwear. This time a 40%, and we have a well-worn crane flight in here that I forgot to chuck into a previous contract. Let's hope we hit the Dead Hand once again. It's definitely going to come out in field testing. 3, 2, 1. Dead Hand. Oh, that's what we want to see. Well, we have 6 inputs so far, but I don't think I want to use the Queen's Gambit, so I'd say we have 5 inputs so far, which isn't that many. I'd like 10 ideally, but I'm not sure we're going to get there. I started off with 2,000 in my balance, but we're already down to 1,400. And I think there's a spending limit on top of that, so I don't even think I can spend all of my balance, even if I want to. I think we're going to have to commit to a minimal wear. I really did not want to spend that much, but we're doing it. Oh,
Dang,
no,
that's a lot.
we're not doing it. I think that might already be over our spending limit. Oh dear. Time to get out our fillers. Hope for the best. We need to do the math on these contracts properly, because the conditionality clause is very important, so I can manually.
To a text. It's a friend who I was going to give my copy of my old copy of Shield 2, so he can play it. But I was trying to tell him. It's not like it's not the best game compared to like modern games, but it's my favorite game. So if you're gonna play it, you should play it before you play Scarlet, because if you play Scarlet and then you play Shield, you're gonna be like, wow, this is much more linear and limited and stuff.
Just under 1%, and then
I feel like it would
runner up, the Ultra
sour someone's view of it.
Following that, We have the big
Ultraviolet would be sick.
The occults are a little lower than I actually thought they would be. The violet beadworks, the black books, and the lime polycap.
I think all the codes are pretty good. I do not like the floral ones. They look like gardener's gloves or something.
So for our first pair of gloves, with 1, 5, let's do this thing. 3, 2, 1. We want to see dead hand gloves. Come on. I think there was a 2 out of 5.
2 out of
chance just
5.
gloves in general. So if we see, oh, well, that's a big old
That's
blade.
terrible.
That's a big blade. We don't want to see that. Munchlax number 1.
It's scuffed as heck too.
For another pair of field testing.
His brand new one he just crafted, so that's a new tag on him.
5, 3, 2, 1. 20% new dead hand collection. Gloverinos. Let's get it. Come on. For the 1 in 5. Field test. Just want to see. Nice.
Gloves. There they are. Ooh, white fingertips, pretty good. Oh, they do look like the garden gloves. Yep, he got the gardener gloves. They suck, but at least they're new. Are they?
We've actually hit them. That is so incredibly sick.
Why would those be your favorite of all?
As we predicted, it's like a midfield tested. That's not too bad at all. I knew we wouldn't have too many attempts at these gloves because the items have literally just been released this second and they're crazy expensive. And I think I've already
that's all he's got.
My spending limit on Steam for the day, but to hit these, happy. This time, a 2 out
Oh, he does
of
have
5.
one more.
Not bad whatsoever. Our top 5 gloves seem to be Specialist, Ultraviolet, Big Swell, Occult, and the Violet Beadwork. At the moment, these all have prices that Minwear gloves should have, despite being field tested. For the 2 out of 5, let's find out if we can lock down yet another pair. 3, 2, 1, dead.
Like he's used up his luck.
Come on. 2 out of 5. We want a second
Non.
dead hand. We don't want
As
to see a
inked.
knife. We want to see some fingers and no fingerless. Don't want to see any blades.
There's some gloves.
We see some
Definitely
fingers, no
gloves.
fingerless. What's it gonna be?
Smoke
Oh,
out, so that's
the
not the right
smoke outs.
collection.
We weren't expecting those. They definitely got our hopes up. Unfortunately, we hit the snake bite collection, which was still gloves for the 1
Pretty
out of
bad.
5. And we got these. I really thought we'd managed to hit some new gloves yet again there. That sucks. So whatever happens, I'm still very happy with these guys. I'm happy that we just hit some new gloves. And for the 1 out of 5, this was crazy lucky. On 12, very large. It looks like I'm going to need some very specific floats to turn this Minwear into actually new. I think the best I can do right now is unfortunately turning them into Minwear, which isn't too bad, so I guess we'll try that anyway. Let's set a little like goal on this video. We'll say 15,000 likes, just like last time. And I'll have a little bit of time to gather some epically low floats and gather way more of these dead hand items. And we'll try to create a bunch of factory new dead hand gloves. So if you
That'd be
want to
pretty
see some
nutty.
attempts at them, smash that like button. Despite this being pretty much entirely factory new inputs, unfortunately, still, if we hit it, we do Minwear, but we don't care. Little pair of Minwear occults, or even the sweater gloves. I think they'd be sick too. I wish I could
I have a good feeling about this one. I think he's getting it.
but the market is just not in a place.
Ultraviolets.
And plus, Gabriel has left me out for the day of spending it. Let's see
Ultraviolets. Minimal
what
wear.
the clutch for our last and final trade up. of
Ultraviolets,
the day. Definitely
minimal
not our last
wear.
dead hand glove. Hopefully,
Ultraviolet,
plenty of those come.
minimal.
3, 2, 1. Dead hand minimal wear glove. We've already been offered 2 pairs of Minwear gloves.
Movie playing.
Actual dead hand terminal itself. Can we trade up to a pair of Minwears? Not gonna lie, it's not very likely considering it's only a 1 in 5. I'm surprised we haven't seen some kind of blade yet. We want to see some fingers. Let's see some little fingers poking over.
Oh, that's a knife. Looks like butterfly though. No, flip knife.
Oh,
Vanilla?
a regular flip knife.
Flip nice vanilla.
And all those factory news to make sure the floats are all
Yeah.
good.
Seems to happen to him a lot.
That tends to happen quite a lot to me. Every
Yeah.
single time I focus on the floats,
Yeah.
we end up with something.
With a vanilla
As
line.
you can see,
That's
I've
no float.
already started to prepare for farming some of these new factory new gloves. So I'm hoping that we hit that like goal because I'm already excited to film that one. 4 contracts done today. One of them, my favorite pair of gloves from the new Dead Hand collection.
So
What more
ugly,
could I
though.
ask for? I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Let's also give away these smokeouts plus the vanilla because I feel like they'd be
A good combo.
actually.
Yeah,
So
well,
put
not
your
bad.
printed trade link in there as well if you want to be entered for a chance of winning these. I think I have to quit this right and just quickly check them out before the end of the video. Maybe not the best to go with my karambit fade. To be honest, the flowers.
What would they go better with?
The karambit fade. I'm not gonna lie. The
Nothing
flowers
really.
go weirdly well with it. Let's see what it looks like with the blood in the water. Not too bad either. I don't know about the perfect pairing knife to go with these gloves. Well, this would be a lot worse. And
Diamond gem,
what's
maybe?
your favorite new pair of gloves? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully we hit that like goal and we can do some factory new trade up for some of these. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Peace.
W video. Definitely give Sparkles a follow. Link is not in the description. I'm about to go take a pee, bruh. Take a pee next time we get a Munchlax, and if we don't get one until we pee our pants, it is what it is. And since I said that, I have to pee way more. Ah, please. Okay, it's not that bad. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. Come on, Munchlax. Drop on out that tree and be shiny as well. And I'll catch you in a heavy ball. You ain't a Munchlax. Old Munchlax to a pea. It just didn't feel like a pea. It is quite a bit of berries. I don't think we're going to beat our record of 21 though, but that was quite a bit. Was not another Munchlax. My noggin was pretty itchy there. Pretty itchy noggin. Dang, dude, we're on a streak of squobits. What's that Munchlax? Didn't even have to be shiny. So I can go. that I'm not watching Sparkle's video, I'm falling asleep again. Oh my goodness. Dude, I swear this is quite the streak of Squovitz right now. Dude. Not even throwing a gradient in there. Change it up at all. There he is! Take a little peek. You guys in a little bit. Alright, we'll get back to it, but, not for how much longer. We might want to take a little break. I was thinking about dinner, but it's still pretty early for dinner, man. I was not expecting to be done with work this early. Oh, I'm just away. Whatever. Whatever. Whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. Go watch a movie or something. I tried to call my bro the other day. Maybe I'll try to talk him into playing Pokemon. I love my brother, but he can be a little dense. I feel like I would have to hold his hand through the whole game, even though it's made for kids, because certain things elude him. I don't know if you guys have ever played Hearthstone before, but he failed the tutorial like 25 times. Have you guys ever failed the tutorial before, let alone multiple times? I would hope the answer is no. But if literally while it's hand holding you into how to play it, you fail it that many times? Kind of funny. I used to have this bit about him, about this real conversation that I had with him, where he walked up to me and he was like, Brian, while I was locked up, I had a chance to do some reading. I read this book, pretty crazy. It's about this spaceship they found on the bottom of the ocean, and it had this like it had this really crazy thing inside of it, and there was a giant squid and stuff. It was called Saphir. And then I said, "Do you mean sphere?" And then he goes, "Oh, it was a sphere?" And I said, "You read the whole entire book, cover to cover, without first being able to read accurately the title of the book. The one word title of the book. Like, I can't imagine what he was imagining the whole time. You know, they went into the Saphir. They came out of the Saphir. A sphere is kind of a self-describing word. In fact, it's used to describe other things as spherical. So I can't even imagine what he was thinking of. And I just imagine that, like, he goes back to jail and he has some chance to catch up on reading. He comes back to me and he's like, Brian, I was in jail again. I had a chance to do some more reading. And I read this other book. Man, it was pretty crazy. There was this guy that, there was this ship that they put two of every animal on. And this one dude got swallowed by a giant whale. It's pretty crazy. You should check it out. It's called the Bibli. Yeah, that was my... Not my best work, but I like it. I had a few bits about him, actually. I remember he's like, you ever had your brother like give you like sage advice and stuff like that, you know, like tell you things that you can use for the future? My brother didn't do that. My brother was the kind of guy that would walk up to me and be like, Brian, one day I'm gonna get hit by a car and I'm gonna be set for life. And I'm like, set for life? Like, I get you think you can, like, sue someone and get money or whatever, but how much do you think that you're going to get from being hit by a car to be set for life? Like, unless you get hit by Bill Gates or something, you're not going to be set for life. And I just hope that, like, after that conversation that, like, that gives him an idea, and he finds out where Bill Gates lives, and he's, like, waiting for his car to come out, and he runs out in front of the car, and they're like, Sir, we have told you to stop jumping in front of Mr. Gates' vehicle. This is the 6th time now. And he's like, just don't want to have to work. That was another bit. It was alright. It was alright. I liked it. You can imagine him like running out in front of Mr. Bill Gates' car and they're like, stop it. Stop. He's like, but I want to be set for life. Like, we have cameras. They're gonna know you ran out in front of the car. And he's like, I didn't think about that. So he finds him in public where there's no camera. He's like, and I go, we have a dash cam. Uh-oh. The strats. But yeah. I don't know how I got. Oh yeah, 'cause I was gonna talk to him and try to convince him to play Pokemon. I could just imagine him getting stuck like on the first gym or something, and I have to tell him like about like what type moves work, or maybe even like train him up a Pokemon and get with a good move set and trade it over to him. But you know, I would do that because he's my brother and I want him to have fun. So I'd be like, here's a Pokemon to beat each and every gym. No, but I do stuff like that. Like for instance, I train up false swipers for my friends and family and trade it over to them so I can be like, here, now you can complete your Pokedex. It has false swipe, so you can lower it down. It has hypnotize, so it gets the best catch bonus. It has whatever it's called, the scope that increases your accuracy to make hypnotize miss less. It has sunny day to get rid of weather that could potentially kill it after you false swipe it. And it has Psycho Cut or Psy-Cut or whatever, so you can kill it if it gets you arena trapped or something. Pretty good. The only thing that doesn't work on is Ghosty. Something that blows itself up or kills itself, like a Pokemon. Momentum Pokemon. But for those, you can. I mean, there are other things you do, but I certainly wouldn't go that in depth with it. I'd be like, just throw a quick ball and hope for the best. I'm not explaining to you how Imprison works or Taunt or whatever. Should probably do the dishes, but I feel like... You know what though? I think it'd be a good time for the game to give me a shiny Pokemon. Not gonna lie. Seems like ideal, and it doesn't even have to be the Munchlax yet, though I'd prefer that. It could give me one of the squirrels shiny, and I'll be like, okay, 6-7. You can deal with that. But it's about time. If it had been, I'd be like, dang! But instead, no dang. Devoid of dang. No dang at all. Dangless, if you will. No dangs to be found. Fortunately. But we could get a back-to-back. Munchlax here, which we have gotten before. And then we could get a back-to-back-to-back, which we have not gotten before. Then get a back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back. Or a shiny. Okay. Back-to-back. Oh, just an ugly squirrel. Special coloration at all. You know, just have like a little Ramalan, or like a kind of middle of the day pseudo lunchy thing. Be a bad idea. I don't know. I'm not usually a person who eats out of boredom. Got done with work super early, and all the little kind of like tasks that I need to send dishes, take care of really quickly. Do need to return an doing that. Yeah, probably do that when I'm going out. Something else. Theo will go do something. We'll throw that at a bowls while we're out. Any tree shake shiny. Nothing to shake a stick at, you know what I'm saying? Pretty cool. Got number 4. Pretty solid. A sparkle, a different sparkle. Which is pretty sweet to see. Let me check something real quick. I can see if I got any books or keys. See if anybody bought my visual hat. Negative. All right. Go ahead and give me shiny Pokemon. Right now, okay? Thank you. Appreciate it. Please. That ain't shiny. The boring old squirrel, man. Boring old squirrel. Shiny Munchlax? For me? Wasn't it? Oh my goodness. Hardly even seeing Munchlax. It's almost like it's rarer, and it's unlikely to be shiny anytime soon. Could be. Unlikely to be. Or not to be. 'Tis the question whether 'tis nobler. Munchlax? Shiny? Nowish? It was Munchlax, but it wasn't shiny. Could have been. Maybe even should have been. But was not. I would have liked it. Been pretty exciting. Pretty fun. We're gonna get the back-to-back. Negative. We need another shiny so we can farm clips, you know what I'm saying? You can't ship it unless you can clip it. I swear, never scroll on Facebook. All it shows you is clickbait, AI slop, and things designed to upset you. In all those instances, perfectly fine. Shiny. I don't know. In fact, I would prefer it. I would love it. Ooh! Caught a chill. I swear I turned the heater up. Still chilling like a villain. Swear on the stream it looks shiny. I think I may dip out in a minute here because I am kind of tired of snoozing on a jet plane. Maybe I could do another read while I have some ramen. Right. Alright, once we get another Munchlax, we'll do a react. Full screen react this time. I just got a new car recently, and my old one was so crummy that it like stressed me out to even drive it. And I cannot tell you how much better it feels to have a car that like works. It's ridiculously nice to not stress about it. I swear I haven't had a car that wasn't constantly breaking down in years. I could afford one. I just, you know, felt like it was a sacrifice I had to make. Till it wasn't. Kind of weird how it's like got the little like weird glitchy squares on the edges of the leaves. Couldn't they have just taken a little bit more time? Make the trees look good. It's weird. Still my favorite Pokemon game. Still my favorite. Still. Hitting them in the corners on them lolos, girl. Steve. Huh? Say something? It's windy. Not freaking garbage truck sound windy, but skirt. Skirt of the wind. About to whip up a tornado or something. Alright, Munchlax. You are the indicator of getting a ramen and reacting, so I'm gonna end up here. That ain't it. Either that or a shiny. Still not a Munchlax, so we won't go get our ramen, but we'll be able to clip it and ship it. Pretty cool. Still not a Munchlax. Come on, game. Still ain't a Munchlax. Dude, if my first shiny that I get is actually a Munchlax, that'd be pretty sick, because I've gotten a 5% fishing encounter Jatini, so been pretty lucky before. I got a 13% fishing Phoebus. Oh gosh, some cool stuff. I feel like I'm never getting a Munchlax again. Come on, Munchlax. You're the indicator for me going and a Ramalama Ding. Doing some react. We need you to make said changes to the situation. No, that's too late. It's only 2 o'clock. I don't have to go to bed till 7, and my goodness. Shaking trees, man. I don't recommend it unless you want to go to bed. Because it is dull. You know, it isn't dull. A tree shake shiny Munchlax. That wouldn't be dumb. That'd be fun. Just the journey to it. A little monotonous. Alright, I just have to dip anyways because I'm fading. We were gonna keep going until we got a Munchlax, but it's not coming through all that. Is finally a Munchlax? No? Okay. Brother? Oh, brother. Come on, brother. 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 Three Munchlax? Doesn't have to be shiny. Just a Munchlax. Come on. Still not a Munchlax. Could have been a Munchlax. Still not a Munchlax. But it could have been one. On quite the dry streak. Oh, frustrating. Wookie. Starting to get impressive at this point, how long it's taken. Alright, let's put our feet up. Keep dozing in the sip. Keep that going consistently. Ooh! Here we go. Here we go. Oh, starting to feel like I'm not going to get it alone. Dude, 10% Munchlax, man. That big a deal, bro. That big a You just give it to me. Be that difficult. Be pretty easy, actually. You could even give it to me shiny, I wouldn't mind. Finally! Gosh dang, bro. Alright, I'm making a run, but I'll be back in a few. It is. All right. Oh. All right, we're gonna get a little bitty bitty reacting setup. All right, let's see what we got. Mm-hmm. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Oh, that's not what I want. I do that. Sure.
Hello there. Quick.
Okay. All right, give me 1 second here. I'm gonna grab my ramen. All right, time to react to a case opening by The Dead Detective. Link is not in the description.
Quick PSA announcement. So, if you want to skip to a certain part of the video, I put timestamps so you could just go right to the unboxing if you want to. You know, I completely get it. So, okay, now we are moving on to our 2019 cosmetic collection.
Is he going to
Let's
review
open
all
these.
the skins? I hope not.
Citizen Kane unusual
Not this time.
first hat. Ooh, Bumblebee. Nice. Festivizer. I will take. Stop it! I keep on doing that. The UI for TF2 is just a little broken sometimes. Spiky Viking.
I don't know anything about this one. Wait, no, I have.
Cool.
Oh no, I opened this summer 2019.
Oh,
I haven't opened these ones.
wow! Yay! I love glittering garland. If I get an unusual of that, I will cry. Like, I will legitimately throw it away.
He pronounced it Garland.
Missing piece. Okay.
Dang.
Okay. Let's get some stranges of these hats. I like a decent amount of these hats. Ooh,
That's a
unusual.
pink. Oh, I know. I thought it was a pink.
A regular Citizen's Kane.
I think that's an all
Regular
class.
Citizen's Kane. I'm sorry to say it. We've used all of our luck. Charb, I don't think you had me in the background when I was opening the other cases, but which Korea, Jenny? Which Korea? Which Korea are we talking about here?
Unusual fire.
Unusual fire. Okay, wait, my luck might be coming back. Cremator's condolences. Okay, I will take an unusual fire. I will take it. Hello? 3 items? Yes! The penguin! 4 kills during victory time. Okay, hey. Was that like 4 or 5 items? That was a lot of items right there. That just overstimulated me. But hey, another unusual. Now I can put unusual in all caps in the title. Lovely.
I didn't look at the title. I was trying to spoil.
Yeah, Charb, you weren't here for this. Also nice. You weren't here for this, but I've unboxed 4 unusual hats so far. And they all look sick. Now, I will say it's kind of funny.
That's an all class.
Nice. I will say it's kind of funny because the unusuals I've unboxed so far, 2 of them, I said, I don't want it on that hat. And I got 2 unusuals on that hat. Back to the unboxings. Unusual Yule Hog incoming. Is that true? Can somebody in chat confirm? Is that the next unusual I'm getting? A lovely bunch of ladies in the opera house or whatever. Oh, what's this strange part? Demo men killed. Ah. I wouldn't be here if
Dude, I think he's only gotten blue so far.
Oh my gosh. A glittering garland. Yay.
Garland.
I love my glittering garland gang.
Not a garland, it's a garland.
And a festivizer. Battle scarred cardboard boxed war paint.
Oh,
A war paint? I mean, that's not that bad.
he's got all the blues.
More expensive.
Still keeps
Sun
getting
is really
blues.
clean. Yeah, I think it is too.
Still keeps getting blues.
Like,
Emmy?
The
Non-blue.
Tainted Frost is probably more rare, if I were to say, but Sunbeams on that one, yeah, it looked really clean.
No, it looks like he's literally only gotten blues the whole time. Purples,
Let's
nothing.
see. Unusual. No.
Pretty bad
I also
luck.
got an unusual. Unusual. No. We're hoping for a Citizen's Kane unusual.
Literally no other.
That's why I'm
rarity.
Streaming that. Because it'd be funny. Glittering.
Impressively bad luck.
Penguin. Okay. I'll take a I'm getting lots of penguins. I might have to give you guys some penguins.
It's a pretty solid blue streak.
Little fluffy penguins. I'm gonna have to give you guys some penguins.
This game's
I think
glitch.
that was a confirmation of that. A bumblebee, nice. Let me see. So far, yeah, we've only gotten blues. This one's not cooking too much. I'm surprised I haven't gotten like any purples. So far. Usually, the last one I started off with a pink, and this one's just all blues.
Exceptionally bad.
I'm gonna run my luck dry. I might have another penguin. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a penguin only giveaway. Just penguins. Jesus. Just penguins. I'm gonna put a giant penguin in the thumbnail. Because that's all I'm getting. Okay, there we go.
Finally a purple.
Winter wrap up. Nice. Nice. First purple of the day. Club penguin up in here, yep. How's it going? It is going swimmingly. What a fancy word to use, swimmingly. It is going swimmingly so far. I got an unusual fire from this one, so I can say, ooh, unusual in the title. And that'd be really cool. Glittering Garland. Okay.
Garland.
Strange count transfer pool.
That was pretty.
Okay. Sorry for that little delay. Oh my gosh, another pocket medis. I want purples. I'm getting greedy now. I want it. I want everything good.
Got a good amount of all classes.
Huge amount of blues. Unusual.
I think Citizen Kane is all class, and so is Bumblebee.
Kane. I'm losing. I'm losing.
I might be the only one.
I'm losing hope. Please, Gaben. Please. Bless me with the luck I once had. Telefragger. I'll take that one. Nice purple. Nice purple, man. Unusual Citizen Kane.
Oh, that's an all class too.
Yeah, I'll take it. Globetrotter. Festivizer. And, ooh. Not crit nor mini crit kills. Okay. Cool, strange.
Also known as regular kills.
I guess. Festivizer. Nice. And Spiky Viking. Yum, yum, yum.
Dang, he's getting hosed this time.
Char.
Outside of the unusual fire, which I...
Got a cool, strange part for you that I think is related to Heavy. Ooh, Provisions cap. Sorry. Nice. That's a pink.
Finally a pink.
I think that's our first pink in the Unusuals Unboxed counter. You are so right, meme. That's why you're my friend. Unusuals. Yeah, that's how you spell it. And then, such a funny, cool idea. Let me count the unusuals now. Unusual 0, spy hacking your computer. No, don't do it, spy. God, I'm gonna have to edit so much out of this video because I've been doing so much technical BS.
I was about to skip it, but he already skipped it himself.
This after I finish these, it'll be 250. Wow, a strange glittering garland. I really
Garland.
love that.
I think this dude's
no,
Canadian.
I expected way less. I expected way less from this unboxing. Way less unusuals, which the luck's kind of dried out. I'm sorry. I don't know if we're getting Citizen Kane unusual, but yeah, no, I got a pretty good amount. Honestly, it might even out in the end, which would be a little unfortunate, but yeah. 12 is pretty good so far, I would say.
I think I got a bug bite on my elbow.
Strange Spiky Viking. Wow, I'll take a strange. Sure thing. And I just noticed we're down to our last 10 cases. Oh, but yeah. This is 2019, so
Another purple.
22, 21, 20, 19. So I opened 300 cases. Yeah, I opened 300 cases about. So it is a lot. Am I gonna make my money back?
Thinking about having a
No.
few pretzels before I go
The
back to it.
experience was so worth it. So very worth it. And I have 3 more streams coming up this whole week, guys. So do not miss out because you get to see me lose
That feels like a
money and open some cool cases. Pebbles the Penguin, yay! More Penguin gang. You expected worse? I expected worse. I expected worse. The guy unboxing it expected worse. But the thing is, the constellations unusual I got, I feel like makes up for the entire thing, just because of how cool it is.
Just thought it would have been cool.
Gift wrap. There we go. And then tomorrow's stream is gonna be really short because it'll be about this amount of time.
This guy opened up
because
50 of every case.
Summer's the next case series I'm opening, so yeah, that one's gonna be a little less than 3 hours. So I might have like an hour of gameplay at the beginning.
That you can still open.
Now I'm doing it now as a little.
It's
just like sprinkled gameplay, you know.
I'd say you spent $4,300 on it.
If I don't get an unusual citizen's cane from this last case, you lied to me. You lied to me and everyone in this chat. Come on. Come on, I'm pouring my luck into it.
You said Yule Hog, you didn't say Citizen's Cane.
Strange cow, okay. Okay, another item. Ah, Globetrotter. Globetrotter. Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't get an unusual citizen's cane. We got indubited. I'm gonna say it.
He's Canadian, man. Wait, does he have that? Yeah, man. Alright, let's do some more encounters. Oh, goodness. Now when the time comes to eat dinner, we're just gonna do it. Because... Good. Because we're hungry. Alright. Not 100% positive, but fairly certain. Somebody's got a free toilet on Facebook Marketplace. As are interested. Why did my eyeball look crazy? You know what I think? Well, now it makes sense, you know what I mean? Because doing this for a little while. We don't have the best luck in the world, but it ain't the worst neither. It could happen. We get a shiny Munchlax. Sure. That's how probability works. I'm calling it now. I think I'm gonna get first or anything else. More likely I'll get a squid. Increase chain. Ask me why. Heard someone outside talking. Should turn some lights on in here. Pretty comfy. Wouldn't you have been shiny, my guy? I was looking into streaming on my 3DS. Guess there's like some software you can use or something like that. I might look into that because I thought I had to like mod it to put an actual like video output on it, but if I can use this software, it says that that's the best quality and everything. I might look into that. But you gotta mod the actual consoles like software, which I think you probably would have. Maybe not. But yeah. No, I don't think you would. Wouldn't have to mess with the software. You would just give it a video out or something like that. I'll keep researching it because I think everything else I can play on it. Since I have a GameCube, I can play all my other games through the GameCube and stream them. So I would just need the 3DS modded, and then I can play all of my other games through it for shiny hunting and stuff, or playthroughs or whatever. But once I do that, it should be like. And if I want to like stream Pokedex or shiny hunt DS games, it'd be pretty easy. I feel like if we could get a shiny today, all this work. We can get a nice clip to post up on the social medias and everything. Game doesn't seem to want to hook me up right now. Every time I look at it for like an extra long time, hoping its coloration changes. You know what it looks like, Brian? You know. You know that, ain't it? Could be, though. Every time it could be. Just needs to happen. At least that one's fairly obvious, so I don't stare at it. Tried to fight the urge to sit and stare at it, but then I stared at it. Just in case. I want to reset over a shiny, but again, I knew what the shiny looked like. So it's just copium, bruh, as the kids call it. It's copium. Could happen at any moment, you guys. It could happen at any. I think I'm about to wrap it up because I'm struggling to keep my eyes open. Not going to bed yet, but okay. For the back-to-back. All right, I think we're gonna just keep going to Munchlax. If we get a shiny, I mean that'd be pretty nice. And if the Munchlax we got was shiny, that'd be pretty nice. I think I would like that. Just a guess. How big are they? Eventually, the Munchlax shall appear again. And then that's where we're calling it quits. And there's a lot of trains coming through today. Alright, once the Munchlax appears, we're calling it. But because I said that, it's probably going to take a little while. And we might get a shiny in the town. Also, though, could technically stream. That would be pretty cool. There he is! Alright, that's it for the stream, you guys. I've had a lot of fun. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace out.